Hi girls, how are you? It's Focus at 5 time. And so, today's Focus at 5 comes as an answer to a question. I love all the questions that start to pop up, and I want you to always feel as though you can ask a question. Honestly, it's yoga is as wonderful as it is. Hey there, Lois. Yoga, as wonderful as it is, also needs to be understood. It's a way to move. It's and the thing is, I know with yoga, sometimes when you don't quite have the move down or have it quite right, we can just keep on getting it wrong without ever really understanding what we're doing a bit differently. And look, I'm quite sure there might be a few things I'm not doing quite perfectly, but I've soon learned over the years that in order to master a certain move, sometimes there's just a different way maybe to move the body, and there's a little different thing to understand with yoga movement. Hi girls. Hey Lee and Lois. How lovely. Lee and Lois, you two guys come from the classes I taught way over on the Kapalabhar side, and it's just so lovely to have you here online. So I got an awesome question today. So I'm going to run you through the movement, the question, and a drill that will improve that happening for you. Some of you may already have this down pat and mastered, but it's a really, really common thing with yoga. It got me for a long, long time until I figured things out. Now, you know when you're doing downward dog or you're doing your sun salutations, and hang on, I just want to know, that you can see me. And we come up into downward dog. So we're up in downward dog. And you know when we need to move the foot, we need to move the foot to the outside of the hand. Now, when you kind of look, whether you're a beginner, whether you're intermediate, sometimes that's a tricky move. And when you've been doing a few salutations, sometimes it gets to the point where the leg kind of comes to here or comes to here, and you can either grab hold of it and bring it forward, or you can lift it forward. But sometimes you don't want to keep handling the leg and bringing it forward every time. There's a way to really smoothly bring it forward. So, hi Carol. Bron and Carol, what we're talking about today is a particular move and how to kind of get it right. So, in this move, bringing the leg forward and just bringing it to the outside of the hand. No. It's the angle. So can you all see that? The lift outside of the hand. So I've eventually took a few years to kind of get this. The mastering of leg to the outside of the hand, back, leg to the outside of the hand. First off, there's a strength that happens up through the core and the hip. Over time, that gets stronger. So one way to master it, I'm going to show you a drill in a minute, but one way to master it when you're up in downward dog is to lift, kind of just lift up through the hip. And see how I've also come up on my fingers here? This side of my body has lifted. This part of me has lifted. And we lift the leg and place it over. But of course, the lift action requires strength through our middle. So one really cool drill that we can do is when you're up in downward dog, just do the lift, and back down. Lift and back down. Another really cool one. That again is like a little bit of a drill. I'll come to the other side so we'll start working on the other leg. Because it's also a core move, switch the core on, hold this leg out, and a really cool drill, this leg out. Then a really cool drill is out to the side, lift, come in, tip towards the elbow, come back out. And just do this a few times in. And what you'll find when you do this, so if you want to have a go at doing this now, come onto all fours, knee in, come towards the elbow and back out. But make sure you turn the leg out so that you come out to the side into the elbow. So what we're not doing is just coming in and under. So with that downward dog move, I know some of you true yogi, strong super duper yogis will simply bring the leg underneath and place it. Even I can't do that. So I'm an outside step right up and over and place it. And that's kind of how I get my leg forward. So in order to strengthen, just stick to the leg, out to the side, drill forward and back and forward and back. And just keep doing it and back. Feel what's going on through the glutes and back and side and back. Want to do a few on the other side? So, other leg out, out to the side and into the elbow, back, out, to the side, into the elbow and back, out to the side, into the elbow and back. So that downward dogging and doing the leg over to the hands is extremely common. It's extremely common. And it's really worth kind of having the strength and the mastering of that. Now that's quite strong. I'm a little bit puffed out even just demonstrating that. But it's a fundamental move with yoga. So whether you want to, sometimes it depends on who teaches you too. All we yoga teachers out there, we're all different. And so many will teach bring the leg in and under you. I find that an incredibly tough move. So to be able to bring it out and over and place it down on the outside of the right leg, left leg, all in one move is also a very satisfying kind of thing to achieve. Now, another thing, another little strength move I thought, I'm going to let you know I'm practicing. So it's, I want to start lifting even the back parts of my arms. I did a class this morning, another class this morning with my son, which I will put up for you guys probably tomorrow or Thursday, just as another one of those bonus interesting classes with different moves. And he was able, not that I'm going to teach you guys this, but he was able to flip back and push his body up into wheel, where, the body is right upside down in a reverse arch. I can't do that. I absolutely can't do that because I don't feel I've got the strength in the arms, and yet I can push up and we can do all sorts of things and hold planks and chaturanga and everything, but I'm concentrating on only one part of the arm. So I think during the week, next week, we're going to focus on lots of different ways to build up the arm. So one I'll take you through now. Now I'm doing it flat on the floor. We're going to probably do it up against a step or a chair. But if you want to give it a little whirl, and again, it'll require our wrists to slowly warm up and be strong, because we will be doing a little bit of wrist work, quite possibly next week if we're going to focus on fabulous arms. So, hands behind, elbows pointing back, and of course, what are we going to do? Come into the dip. So we're going to lower and raise. Now this is only a little dip because we're on the floor. Little dip. So come into some little dips with me, and you should be feeling all the tops of your arms, right down the back tricep of the arms. This is where we can also build up strength, back of the arms and across the shoulders. And I know that seems to be where I needed the strength in order to be able to even come close to lifting up into wheel. And I had no hope at all. I just was getting nowhere. The other thing I asked you guys this morning, if you're okay, and I might mention it again now, hang fire, hang fire. could we possibly purchase a couple of blocks? These lovely soft, super foamy little ones with the soft edges. Kmart, I'm sure, Kmart I know has them. I bought these from Kmart. These ones came with one of those straps wrapped around it, and honestly, they only charged $5. Yeah, arms. Oh, Vicky, we are going to do some serious arms next week. All sorts of arms. And these little guys will come in handy for that. So, yeah, it was a quick one tonight. A quick introduction to just a slightly different muscle in the arms. And how do you feel you went with that, lifting the different drill to strengthen up, to bring the leg up and over? So not only in downward dog, but, well, from downward dog to step forward, and even then to come up into our standing lunges. It's good to just build up that strength through the hips and through the legs. I'm a bit puffed out just from doing those dips and those drills. But anyway, it was like a little short yoga session. Send me questions if you have any. Deb, this one was for you. I know Deb's not online tonight, but Deb, this one was for you. Good to see you girls. Thank you, Jude, for being online, Judith and Vicky, and so glamorous. Yes, it was ever so glamorous, wasn't it? Carol and Bron and Lee, thanks, girls. See you soon. Have fun with that drill. See you soon. Yeah, some yoga drills are so terribly unglamorous. Very very awkward, very unglamorous. See ya. See you next time. See you in the morning.